pipes, that just general pipes that are underneath coming into the house. That's the issue.
So when you get Westview, you're not getting new pipes. So you're gonna have the same issue.
I think the water's good. The only thing I use is black stuff, which is magnesium, which I take pills for. I should just drink the black stuff. That's sick. That is really sick.
All right. They're gonna operate again.
Hello.
Brian's, or Brian. Jonathan's not gonna make it. All right, let's call the meeting to order. Minutes. Anybody got a chance to look them over? Any additions or corrections?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
I'll second. Motion seconded. All those in favor? Evening. Public comment. Anybody wishing to speak on agenda items, you can do so at this time. Okay. Nate, you're up.
Thank you. As you can see, all the waters are gallons pumped this month. You can see that we have officially zero water from Ambridge at the Tri-County side this month. Everything's coming from Westview. You will see on the Harvey West side that we are pumping a little bit more coming up. We're in the flushing period now for free-forming burn. You can see our chlorine residuals are there as well. They're all exceptionally high for what we expect now from coming from Westview. So we're almost expecting that. We did our quarterly EPH MHA5 sampling. You can see those are attached. Working on figuring out with DEP how they want us to give out the information, because now that we have 3 in our system, we're supposed to be showing 2. So they're probably going to take the higher one of the 2. Or, sorry, higher 2 of the 3. Cool. And those will be our numbers that we work with. Okay. June 3rd, a PA1 call for 138 Treesdale Lane and 1390 Harvey Avenue. Gas company's doing some mainline repairs and all that. We're going to be out in the next couple of months chasing down these. 4th, did the collection for those ETH MHA5 quarterly samplings. Freedom Crossing Management had questions regarding the data logging. They have 2 residents that are complaining about high water usage. And Kathy and I have spoken about this. Their usage is the problem. They're using more water than what they think they need to. Well, we've explained that to them a couple of times. Freedom's Crossing's in here that they're on out regarding those 2 customers.
Okay.
The 7th, we had a PA1 call for design for Harvey Avenue and 114 Columbus Drive, again, gas company. June 10th, repaired the sample valve in Highview Circle Tank. Valve portion needs to be installed. The saddle's in the tap. Pulled the saddle, warped away. Put a repair band on it to get through the winter. Didn't need it then. Now we're into the summer months. We want the sample valve to actually be there. It's been installed. It's back in working order now. Again, the 11th had the same PA1 call for 114 Columbus Drive. Did some preparation for a PA DEP inspection. Had a final reading for 1250 Robinson Street on the 12th, 13th. Continued some DEP inspection preparations. 14th, myself, Doug Spear, Will Fredley, and Kate O'Neill were all on site for DEP inspection. We've attached that reports or the results from that inspection. We can review that if you guys would like. They did find some things that they want us to correct, some new one stuff, and they're going to be happy once we get those things corrected. On the 15th, low volume tank, low level alarm caused by the mission unit. System is running normally, however, the mission unit is considered fried at this point. It's functioning for now, but mission does recommend that we renew it. This is the old unit that's inside the pump station. The lower board has some sort of connection issue with the ribbon cable. We were diagnosed. over the phone with Mission, they're recommending that we change it out for newer models since they don't support the older model now with supplemental parts. It's something to consider. Be our recommendation that you do replace it.
Cost on that?
I don't have a cost on it right now. I can go ahead and give permission and see if I can get something from there. Marketplace was the original rep. He's handed that portion over his business over, so I'll go with him and figure out who's going to contact us from there.
Okay.
17th, we had a PA1 call again for 1425 Hardman Road. On June 18th, CL17 maintenance and the mission unit was malfunctioning at the Hillman pump station. Kept on calling out for the AT&T communication loss. It wasn't, when we do something, plug it back in again, it was working fine. So something must have happened with the storm that we got then, messed it up, but it's back in working order now. You can see there we did diagnostics for the low-by pump station mission unit. Again, there's a temporary fix in place right now, but we did, again, say that this is not going to last. 19, we finished the installation of that high-view circle tank valve. The 20th, observed the backflow prevention test, the Westview Water valve station there. Did data log for 1589 9th Street Extension. Meter wasn't working, it wasn't recording any flow through it. Meter's been replaced. 27th, PA1 call at 1480 and 989 Harvey Run Road. That's not at all how that should be typed. I apologize for that. We had a PA1 call for 1480 Harvey Run Road and 989. Those are for, one of them was for the Duquesne light pole that got damaged, and 1489 was another gas company.
For ice cream.
I'll tell you what, I must have. That's what I get for doing it at 9 o'clock at night last night.
Thought maybe we were getting a dairy.
I was gonna say, I've been better than Dollar General going in. Yeah, it's supposed to be Duquesne light, my fault. Yeah, it's my bad. On the 28th, we did method 334. That's just our standard calibrations that's required by the DEP for us to do. We had no water main breaks this month. You can see our sewage flows there are pretty on par with what we're expecting this time of year. We also had the results of this zinc and cyanide sampling event that happened on June 5th. We're expecting those numbers to change right now. We had another sampling event on 28th as well, so we'll see what those numbers compare to here, but you can see they're attached as well. If you guys got any questions, that's all I got.
Anybody got anything? Yeah, it was a bit of a mess. That pump still isn't quite what didn't want to run right today. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about them. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Engineering, good evening.
Good evening. All right, monthly report, the Westview Water Interconnect project. Having discussions with the contractor about their outstanding punch list items. One's a mission panel, parking lot. He did pour concrete steps up to the front door of the building in the past, I think, week. So paving, he's looking at this, I think it was what, June 15th? The 15th, the 12th, the week of the 12th right now. We notified Puncher. Weather's been pushing him back, but hopefully, hands out to get that complete. So he did submit pay request number 9 from Alex Paris Contracting in the amount of $33,532.14. That is on the agenda in old business. We recommend approval of that. And next month, after you get the canceled check back, we'll put in the ARPA request next. So.
Okay.
989 water line extension. We did have the pre-construction meeting with the authority and the contractor. We do have a utility coordination meeting scheduled for, I believe, next week. So we notified all the surrounding utilities that were on the one call. There's 2 gas transmission main companies that will be part of that too. So. Construction, he gave us a schedule. He's showing same week, July 12th, to start digging. They're going to start layout this week. we did request that they start at the Freedom Crossing end instead of the Turnpike facility end. So, just for coordination. And then we are sending the contract documents to Beaver County now, just to get ahead of it. That way when you get your first canceled checks in, we can just send those in. They already have the contracts approved. So get the first step out of the way. Meadowcrest, we're finalizing that here in the next couple of weeks. Economy, cyanide, zinc exceedances, so we are looking at the results. And with the interconnect going online, we did see a temporary, I think it'll be a temporary increase by the time we get everything flushed out. I'm sure there's the old water in there, and old scalings might not be compatible with the new water like we discussed. It'll take a few months to flush it all out, see where we end up. So. But the results are attached. Water system master plan, we're putting some time into that now. And we discussed, you're getting some requests outside of the 989 project. We'll include those in the analysis. And those could be future smaller grant applications if they're close to the new water line. Maybe do some simple line extensions of some of those, I guess some of the stump streets, dead end streets off of 989. So that's something we can look at as we get more in and look as part of the master plan. So we'll come up with a prioritization project listings. Local share account, there's no change there. You're starting to send out, I guess, phone calls letting you know that you're in consideration for the September award funding, so we're still waiting to hear on that. The community project funding, short lists were announced, and we did not see Big Knob and the Harvey Run water line on the appropriation cycle for this year. So, yeah, they pushed theirs to committee. They submitted a short list. And I think it's only like 15 or 20 projects for each representative and senator. So they were not, unfortunately, these projects were not listed for this year. That's all we have, unless anybody has any questions.
You good?
Thank you.
You good, thank you. Mr. Steff.
I have nothing to report at this time. I can give a litigation update at the end of after you adjourn to executive session, if you would like a short litigation update. That's all.
All right, treasurer's report.
You can see on the assets, we have 4 CDs that are going to be maturing in August and September. So probably by next meeting, we'll have to have, I'll try to get some rates for those. It'll be at the same time in the meeting, but just kind of a heads up that they are maturing. There's 4 of them. So we'll have to look to see what we want to do. And I also, I got a letter from West Aircom Federal Credit Union. We haven't had any activity on the savings account there, so I just need to update, put some monies into it to keep it from going on to the next stage. So I'll do that probably within the next couple of weeks. I talked to the lady. She said we have till the end of the year, but the sooner you do it,
It's
the
any
less.
amount, right? Just
Yeah,
anything to
you
keep
can
it
just,
active.
whatever, just to make activity on the account. So I figure even if I put $5 in it or whatever, it should take care of that. But, and you can see the budget report. Numbers are pretty close. The audit is done. I've got some papers that will need to be signed, information, she'll want to know how many copies and stuff like that. So I do have that information to have you sign tonight. And you can see that the checks that were issued for the month. That's all I really have. Unless there's something.
Any questions? Motion to accept the treasurer's report?
I'll make a motion to accept it as read.
I'll second.
Motion second. All those in favor? All right, old business. Oh, we have to?
It's always
Pay mine either. Motion to pay the bills.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills.
I'll second that motion.
Motion second. All those in favor? Aye. Now moving on to old business. You wanna make that motion?
I make a motion to approve Alex E. Paris's contracting company's pay request number 9 in the amount of $33,532.14 for work completed on the Westview Water Authority interconnection project, contract number 22-W1.
Motion, second on the motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion been seconded, all those in favor? Aye. We have another motion there that needs to be. Number 2.
I'll make the motion to authorize engineering to submit State Route 989 waterline extension contract 23W1 contract documents to Beaver County in preparation of submission of upcoming work or reimbursement. I'll second that.
Motion been seconded, all those in favor?
Aye.
New business. All right, public comment. Anybody wishing to speak? Anybody? No? Laura?
Yeah. Laura Dingle, 425 Klein Road. Just asking for a couple of points of clarification. The first question that I have is from the engineer's report. There was a mention of Meadowcrest without any reference to what that is. Is there a way to have that elaborated on?
What are you referring to?
I don't have the engineering report in front of me. I just heard the
It's the
engineer.
sewage treatment O&M review that I was asked to prepare.
Oh.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there were water line documents.
I didn't know if there was more than one.
We're looking for water line documents. If
Oh.
those have been submitted, we
This has
talked.
to do with sewage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We don't have any documents.
they have not yet submitted any water line documents. Okay. As you may or may not know, the development was tentatively approved by the Board of Supervisors, and the facts and findings and conclusions of law came back without any reference to the water line extension being, what am I trying to say? Run down to the end of Klein Road and to Hoffman Road, as this board had, and the Planning Commission and the supervisors had all kind of, I thought, agreed upon, was that existing residents were going to be getting access to that water line. And so we're just, curious as to, if, when those documents get submitted, if we could get some type of courtesy from the municipal authority to let us know without having to go through the whole rigmarole of right to know requests and, okay.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can get that information. Okay, thank you. And then the second question that I had, also coming from the engineering report, without any frame of reference, there was a mention of the interconnect going online. Did the DEP approve the operations
Yep.
of the interconnect? And so that has,
Yeah, that's the only way we could have turned it on. We have to have all that approval before we can.
okay. And then is there a way to get just a pay request number 9? Is there a cumulative total as to how much the interconnect costs?
I'm sure there is, but I don't know. We'd have to go back and look it up to see what that is at this point. You mean where we are to date?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that in front of me now.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else? All right, announcements.
The office is gonna be closed on Thursday and Friday.
I get Thursday, that's,
I'm taking a personal day for Friday.
uh,
They're closing the office, so
well, you have to put that $5 in that.
that's
savings
it, that's what I'll
account.
do for my penance.
All right. Any other announcements? Okay, make a motion for adjournment to executive section with no action to be taken.
I'll second that motion.
Have a motion, a second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.